I'm weatherbug meteorologist Rachel Peterson. March 20th is a date that many of us associate with the change in seasons. In the U.S., we welcome spring, and people south of the equator gear up for fall. It's this time of year when we see equal hours of daylight and darkness all over the world. This only happens 2 times a year, and these 2 times are called equinoxes. They occur in March and in September, around the first day of spring and the first day of fall. We all know the Earth travels around the Sun once every 365 days. Its orbit is oval in shape, so the distance between the Earth and the Sun varies throughout the year. The Earth is also tilted 23.5 degrees, resulting in more direct sunlight, longer days, and warmer temperatures. For example, the northern hemisphere is tilted toward the Sun March 20th to September 22nd, while the southern hemisphere is tilted towards the Sun the rest of the year. This is what causes the seasons. The reason we see equal amounts of day and night during an equinox is because the Earth is neither tilted toward or away from the Sun. So if you are standing on the equator, the Sun is directly overhead at noon. Equinox refers to the time when the Sun crosses the equator, making night and day equal, and when translated, it literally means equal night. An equinox happens each year at 2 specific moments in time, when the center of the Sun can be observed to be vertically overhead at the equator. It's not an entire day, but many of us refer to the vernal and the autumnal equinox as an entire day. In March, when the Sun crosses directly over the equator, it is called the vernal or spring equinox in the northern hemisphere. The same moment is called the autumnal or fall equinox in the southern hemisphere. To avoid confusion between hemispheres, you can refer to them as the March equinox and the September equinox. No matter what hemisphere you live in, people have been recognizing the vernal equinox for thousands of years, celebrating the coming of spring. Now grab your paper and pencil because here comes some cool facts. Many early people celebrated because their food supplies would soon be restored. The date is significant in Christianity because Easter always falls on the first Sunday after the first full moon after the vernal equinox. The first day of spring also marks the beginning of the Persian New Year. This celebration lasts 13 days and is rooted in 3,000-year-old traditions. And did you know that the Egyptians built the Great Sphinx so that it faces the rising sun on the day of the vernal equinox? A coincidence? I think not.